Hi guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith. If you're new here, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. If you still haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel for this good and nice content, please do so. If you see me seated here today, just know we are about to educate ourselves. With all this serious look and everything, we are about to educate ourselves. And in this YouTube channel, we educate, we empower, and we entertain. So today we are going to do somehow empowerment and entertaining and educating at the same time. So I hope you can get something to drink, coffee, juice, whatever you want to drink while watching me, and sit back and relax. You can also get a pen and paper so that you can jot down whatever I'm going to talk about, so that you cannot miss out on anything. If not, you can just every time you need reference, you can always go back to this video and watch it, so that you can get to learn whatever I've spoken about. So today I want to speak about something that I had already spoken about, but in a different version. And it took me so long to do this video because number one, I felt like when I was asking this opinion from this particular people, I was so debating with them, and I was like, should I really do it? Because I will be putting myself in the middle of all this, or should I just do it because I want someone out there to know that there are things that they can do to improve their relationship, and yeah, things that maybe you might be doing and not knowing you're doing it. So being that we are feeling very cold right now, the weather is not so nice in Nairobi, I wouldn't want someone to break up with you with no apparent reason. So that is why I want to do a topic today on what men see in ladies that turn them off. And I particularly spoke to men whom I'm very close to in my life, and they gave me all these points. These are not my points. I'm not a man, as you can see. Yes, I'm not a man, and I really wanted to do this because I had already done what ladies see in men that turn them off, and yeah, they didn't complain. Some of them took this as a positive thing, and yeah, tried and rectify where they've gone wrong. And so today I just wanted us to do the opposite and know, what do these men don't like? What do men don't like? What do men don't like about, I don't feel that English. What men don't like about us that maybe we might be doing unknowingly, so that we can be able to change or adjust. Or if you are not going to do either, you can just walk away from whatever situation you are in. So I'm just going to I have my book here. I'm just going to read out what some of the points that I have. I actually have a few points, not too many, and some things are just things that are common sense. So I'm not going to dwell so much on things that are just that you can mention, and you can just get to know about them one way or another. So I'm going to start with my first point, and please don't come at me. These are the opinions of men who are married to some of you, who are friends to some of you, things that they just see that if maybe we can adjust, there will be less quarreling or less arguments in whatever relationships we are in. So I'm going to start with one: overexposure or not dressing appropriately. This is something men complain about, and so many ladies like doing it. I don't know if you just don't want to listen to whatever someone is telling you or whatever someone is addressing, because there are different types of clothes for different occasions. At times you find someone in broad daylight, you're dressed but you also don't feel comfortable, and when someone tells you, you just want to argue and talk back about it, but within yourself you just feel like you're not comfortable. Overexposure is not good. I normally say, let someone think of whatever you're hiding inside there. And I really give respect to our Muslim sisters, because the way they dress, and they still attract so many men without them having to see their body parts. I think it's automatic. If someone loves you, that person will just love you. You don't need to show a thigh, a boob, a bat or whatever. If someone loves you, they just love you. If someone likes you, they just like you. Even if you close your eyes, they'll just like you. So I don't think overdressing or overexposure really helps in any way. At times you see it is very cold and someone is in a miniskirt and they are freezing. Imagine you'll get pneumonia for no apparent reason. Just dress well, dress appropriately. And I think good dressing also makes people address you in a certain kind of way. I hope that point sinks in. Number 2 is a lady who doesn't believe in herself, or a lady who fully depends on a man. It is very tiring, and most of them gave up to this point. They were like, okay, as much as we love you, we want to spoil you, but you have to have your own thing. Not necessarily because they are selfish or what. What if that person who is supporting you at that particular time is no longer in your life? Will you be able to sustain that lifestyle? Will you be able to sustain that lifestyle? People normally complain, oh, a man doesn't give you this or that. That man is selfish. That man is not selfish. That man is just being considerate of your future. What if I'm not there? What if we break up? What if death comes? What if something happens to me and I'm not able to provide for you? And maybe we have kids and we have a home, we have a family. Will you be able to sustain that lifestyle? That is why they always urge us to get something that we can do, no matter how little it is. There is nothing small that cannot sustain in this life, and once you start, things will just work out your way. So please, let's not be very much dependent. You want to borrow money for everything, because you know this money that you're normally given, as much as this person loves you, it will dictate some things in your life. The person will be like, okay, I gave you money yesterday, what did you do with it? Today you also want money. Do you want to live that kind of life that you must be accountable for each and everything? Even if you bought an earring yesterday and today you see another one that you like, you still have to be like, babe, I bought an earring yesterday, it costed me 150 shillings, so today I want to buy another one that I've seen, which is 500 bob. Then you're given the 500 shillings. What about tomorrow? So this is something that they really urge us, so that we can be very independent, and so that we can also feel empowered. And yeah, because you never know, life can take you to the left side. Another point is an unhygienic lady, or having long nails. Sorry, someone was at the window. An unhygienic lady having long nails or underarm hair. We are normally known as ladies to take care of ourselves, smell good, look good. So if you have long nails, I know it is right now, it's the in thing to have long nails and they're all painted and whatnot. But I normally think that there is a reasonable height of nails that you can have. This is also to ease on the day-to-day activities that you have in your life. So I don't think having those claws makes you look good. In fact, it's a turn off. It is normally a turn off. So I'll really urge you to just keep short and nice nails. Anyway, if you are used to very long nails and you know how to maneuver with them, you can also do that. Underarm hair, I think this is an opinion of, or I think this is something that someone must choose for herself, because I normally say not everyone likes waxing, not everyone likes shaving. Some people just like to have hair, so long as you're clean. I don't see, but I find it embarrassing when you lift your hand like this and people can see pubic hair. I think it is more sexier when men have pubic hair compared to women. With women, I don't think. But if you feel like you're comfortable, you can just do it. But they complained. They said that they don't like us in underarm hair. Actually, I normally wax, so I've never had hair. And yeah, I think you should also do the same if you are willing to. If you're willing to go through that pain, you can also shave. You can also, yeah, just trim your hair so that it cannot look, you know what I mean. Another point is lack of commitment. If you are not committed to anything, be it a relationship, you're always done with everything in the first 5 seconds, that is turn off. The way we urge men to just push and work hard and provide for themselves and they also need us to do the same, so that so many things can move. So if you are not committed, that is a turn off, and a very, very big one. Another point is an unexposed lady. An unexposed in terms of there is nothing going around right now. I was given an example that if you ask some ladies, they don't even know when elections will be done in their own country. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm not interested in such information. And the guy was like, no, you have to know even if you're not interested. Because even if you won't be voting on that particular time, then you're told like people are supposed to stay at home. Do you even know the reason why you're going to stay at home on that particular day? So that is why they say that you should have just little information here and there about sports, news, international news, about social media, about trading, about investment, about soccer. You should have little information here and there so that when you're interacting with different individuals, especially men, you have something that you can talk about, if not just leaning on one side. And they say they hate ladies who are always speaking about social media, who are always talking about Edgar Obare and the hot gossip that they got from there. They don't like such. So if you're that type of a person, look for a novel, read, have some information, go tell that story to that person instead of sitting on social media the whole day and talking about other people. Another thing is those who talk too much about their pastors and religion. They say that most of these ladies or any individual, whether this person was like any individual, be it he or she, if they talk too much about their pastors, those people tend to be pretenders. So the moment someone is really talking about their pastor and about their religion, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that. Everyone sins and everyone has a weakness here and there, but you cannot be perfect all through. So those are the people that they call wicked. They are only pretending because they are with someone, and when you're not there, they're the worst. So they don't like people who talk too much about their pastors and about their religion. Women who think they are wajanja, they are kiherehere, and they are wakora. Women are always known to be straightforward. So are we judged? We cannot be thieves in this country, because if you are mjanja, you're being what is the name of mjanja and mkora? Is it mischievous or something? I think that is the right word. You are not allowed to be mischievous, because anyway, it also looks awkward that a woman stole from someone or conned someone. It just looks, yeah, it doesn't look appropriate. So yeah, that is also a turn off that they told me about. Woman who has underarm hair, talking about your ex, and most of us have that weakness. Please don't talk about your past relationships in your new relationship, unless your past relationship pops up when you are with this other person. Like maybe you have a child with someone, maybe there is a crime that person committed and the government is also looking for you, and you have to speak on that person's behalf, or you have to go to court or something. But don't just come out of the blues and start talking about your ex. That it's boring. It's not in any kind of way good manners, because this means that if you want to talk about your ex all the time, there is a certain type of way you feel about him. So go back to your ex. Go back to your ex and leave this dude alone if you want to talk about your ex. Another point is acting too bossy. Boss ladies, independent women. I don't know how you can act too bossy. Please explain down below in the comment section so that I can know. I think this is when you say acting too bossy, or are we, when you're overconfident, do they want us to be under confidence or what? Actually, I really want us to dwell on this point. Acting too bossy, or is it acting too bossy that you look down upon other people? With that, I would say that they don't like it, because men always love to be respected. So if they think ni kama unawakalia, they'll start acting up. Another point is a woman who drinks too much. This is very shameful, be it a man or a woman. But right now we are talking about women. Please, if you know you have this problem or this is something that you do frequently, drinking is not bad. Drinking is not bad, and anyone is allowed to drink so long as you are in Kenya and you're above 18 years, you are allowed to drink. But doing it too much or on a daily basis or on a every weekend you're out there, that is the only activity that you can do, is only drinking and partying. It is not pleasing at all. Please find other activities to do. Go to golf, go to jazz, go to visit restaurants, taste different delicacies from different countries, do bowling, go hiking, go and ride a bicycle somewhere. If you have children, take your children to the park. Such kind of activities. You don't need to be just drinking all the time. And if you find yourself drinking all the time, then that means that you have a problem and you should seek help, because that will now be termed as an addiction. And yeah, there will be a problem here and there. But drinking too much is not something, it really turns off someone. Even as a woman to woman, when you see your friend, your neighbor, your sister, whoever is drinking too much, you'll feel some type of way about that person. Another point is, if you try to change him, this is something I've learned over the years. And I think when you meet someone and you have too much expectations about them and you feel like this is the way that things should be done because you have your own system of doing things, and you feel like whatever they are doing or their way of doing things is wrong, you'll really, really have a problem with your partner, or even your brother, or even your uncle, because all the time you're like, this is the right way to do things, and they're like, I have also my own way to do things and I'm a grown-up. So most of the time, don't try and change someone. These people will adjust. When time passes, they'll adjust. But if you see that you also keep on complaining about the same thing and there is no change, you might as well just pack your things and go. But if you're willing to stay, just accept that there are some things that you'll just have to accommodate or live with, that you cannot completely change. You cannot completely change about someone. So most men don't like to be told to change. They just like to do things their own way. So you'd rather stay and live with them the way they want to be lived with, or you just walk away and yeah, go find that person who is going to live according to your rules and regulations and your thoughts and your way of life. Yeah. Another point is having long nails and making him jealous. So many women do this and they end up crying because at times you just want to make someone jealous for no apparent reason, when you could have just approached that person and told them that I don't like this, or I want this to be done and this and that. So I don't see the point of making someone jealous, both sides. It doesn't help in any way, or it doesn't sort any kind of situation. So if you have a problem with someone, just go and talk to that someone instead of making them jealous. Another point is what women do that turn men off is being a drama queen. Ladies who make a big deal about a little problem. When you gossip about others to make yourself look better, and always making yourself the victim to get the most attention. I think that is well elaborated. Drama queens, you always center of attraction. You always want people to be to talk about you, and not in a positive way. You're just always looking for trouble here and there. Yeah, they said that is a no-no. Another point is constant nagging and complaining. If you keep on complaining about things in your life, the reason you might not be getting what you want is that your communication skills are off. Instead of complaining about what you don't want, ask for what you want. Instead of complaining about what you don't want, ask for what you want. I don't like you doing this and that. I don't like you doing this and that. Just tell that person, okay, I want you to do this and that. I want you to do this and that. And you'll find in most cases, they'll just listen to you because you found the right way to approach that situation, instead of just yelling and complaining and nagging about the same thing year in, year out. Most men want to please us. It is not for fun for him when he's trying to please you and take care of you, but all you do is complain. Some of us have a problem. Some of us have a really, really big problem. Someone is just trying to take care of you and you keep on nagging and complaining about the same thing. This doesn't make anyone happy in this life. Create a safe space to talk by sharing with him your commitment to create a loving relationship. Instead of complaining and nagging, create a safe space to talk by sharing with him your commitment to create a loving relationship. Look for an appropriate time whereby you can talk to your partner when he's in the moods, or when both of you are in the right mood, when when you're doing something that both of you love. And I'm sure there will be a very quality conversation that will come out of that quality time that both of you have created for your relationship. Look on ways you both can work together and support each other to make things work better for both of you, so that you can stop nagging or complaining about the same thing. Another point is anyone who's always looking at their phone. Men want attention. If you're constantly glued to your phone, they will not see the point of hanging around you. Yeah, so many of us in this era love social media. So when you're seated with someone, be it your child, be it your sister, no one likes to not be given attention. So when you're seated with someone and you're constantly looking at your phone, that person gets bored. And they might leave and go and look for attention elsewhere, or they might, the next time you also look for attention from them, they'll be like, okay, the last time you were doing this and that, so this is my turn to do that. There are people who are that childish. So I'd rather, if you want to spend quality time with someone, put away your phone or put it off, spend time with that person. When you're done with that person, go look at your phone however much you want. Indecisiveness. This makes a woman look like she doesn't know what she's doing or who she is. They think it looks dumb. Always be someone who makes decisions for yourself and even for your family, especially if you are married and in a relationship and you have children. At times, you just have to step down and be like, okay, I'm making this decision for the benefit of my son, for my daughter, for my children, for my family, and go forth with it. Do not hesitate about anything. Whether the decision goes left or right, you've already done the decision. The rest, you leave it to God. Men don't want to make decisions for women. Be your own person. And they also don't like to make decisions for themselves most of the time. They'll trap you like, okay, so what do you say about this? What do you say about this? And in most cases, whatever you say is whatever they use. So they really, really love women who are very decisive. Another point is being self-centered or egocentric. If a woman is me all the time, a relationship is about give and take. Take turns talking about your days and discuss your problems and stories. I think I've addressed this in some other vlog that I did sometime last year. Please, 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 when someone is from work or when both of you are in the house, always ask someone, how are you? How are you doing? How are you faring on? How's your job? How's your boss? How's your work environment? Just get to know that person. Don't be that person who's always talking about themselves like, my friends, my car, that conversation gets boring and it doesn't end up very, very well. So those are some of the points. And my last point is poor hygiene. I think I've already talked about that. If you cannot take care of yourself, how will you be able to take care of him? Or how will you be able to take care of your children? Or even how will you be able to take care of yourself? And then women who also fake it. If you go around talking about how many millions you have, then at the end of the day, the next minute you're borrowing someone 500 bob, and the previous day or the previous night or the previous years you were talking about being a millionaire. People are going to take you the wrong way. So if you have been faking it in this life, please just go back to your normal self, because that won't last for long. And we will judge you. We will judge you if we find out. Anyway, guys, those are my points. I hope you learned 1, 2, 3, or 10 things from this video. I hope you take them into consideration, being that it is very cold in Nairobi. I don't want any of you being that single because you did something that you were not informed about, but now you have the information. And another thing, we should just give back the same energy that we also want to receive. So if your man is complaining about something, please just listen and try and adjust. Let us not be always the ones who are nagging and want them to change, but on our side, we just want to do things the way we want to do things. No one is perfect. At times, you might be the one who's having the mistake. At times, it might be them. But we can all work around something and come to a common ground or a common agreement. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't, and if you have, thank you so much for the love and support. Adios. I'm going to see you on the next one. Au revoir.